Shabbat Shalom. We're beginning our service this evening with the singing of Yedit Nefesh, which is on page 126.
Yedit Nefesh of Harachaman, Yedit Nefesh of Harachaman, Meshochav Decha. Sohanecha, Meshochav Decha, la 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 la, Eretz Sohanecha, Yaharuch Savdecha, Kemol Yar, Yishtachavei Alalai, la 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 la, El Mul Hadarecha, Yedit Nefesh of Harachaman, Yedit Nefesh of Harachaman, Meshochav Decha, Eretz Sohanecha, Meshochav Decha, la 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 la, Eretz Sohanecha, Yaharuch Savdecha, Yishtachavei alalai, la 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 la, el mul hadarecha.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Welcome to Bet David. Lovely to see people here, as always, in the sanctuary. Welcome to those online. And we are starting our service, as always, with the candle lighting on page 118, and I'm going to call up Jacko Swart in memory of his mother, Lene de Koenig, and he's going to light the candles for us.
As these candles give light to all whom behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all those who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light. So may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shekit shani b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu liadlik ner shal Shabbat. Amen.
And we will continue our service on page 130. Page 131. The Eternal One is our God, and we are the people God tends, the flock in God's care. Oh, if you would but heed God's charge this day. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru l'Adonai bachu shemo, basru miyom layom Yeshuato. Sapru v'goyim kavodo, b'chol ha'amim niflotav. Page 132. Please read the indented section with me. Middle of the page. Let the heavens rejoice and the earth exult. Let the sea and all within it thunder. The fields and everything in them exult. Then shall all the trees of the forest shout for joy at the presence of the Eternal One. For God is coming to rule the earth. God will rule the world justly and its peoples in faithfulness. Psalm 98 on page 133. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash ki niflaot asa. Your right hand, your holy arm have won you victory. Eternal One, you have shown your victory, displayed your justice in the sight of the nations. You were mindful of your love and faithfulness towards the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth beheld the victory of our God. Hariu l'Adonai kol ha'aretz, pitzchu v'rananu v'zameru. We continue with Psalm 99 on page 135. God, enthroned on cherubim, is sovereign. Peoples tremble, the earth quakes. God is great in Zion and exalted above all peoples. They praise your name as great and awesome. God is holy. Va'oz melech mishpat ahev, ata konanta mesharim, mishpat tzedakah beYaakov, ata asita. And read together with me at the very bottom of the page in English. Exalt the eternal our God, and bow toward God's holy hill, for the eternal our God is holy. Page 136, and we continue now with Psalm 29. Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz, havu l'Adonai kavod shemo, hishtachavu l'Adonai b'hadrat kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim, al hakavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, Kol Adonai b'koach, Kol Adonai b'hadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim v'yashaber Adonai et hazeh halvanon, v'yakidem kamo egel, levanon v'sirion, kamo ven ra'emim. The voice of the Eternal One kindles flames of fire. The voice of God convulses the wilderness. The Eternal One convulses the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of God causes hinds to calve and strips forests bare, while in God's temple all say, glory. The Eternal One sat enthroned at the flood. The Eternal One sits enthroned, sovereign forever. Adonai oz le'amo yiten. May God grant strength to our people. Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. May God grant our people peace.
Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad yishmi'anu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem u'tiveret v'nitila l'chadodi לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוחו סוף מעשי במחשבת תחילה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני אלק נגלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת
So as always, just as we have greeted the Sabbath bride, and that's a very important part of the service, but just as important, let's greet each other. Okay, everybody, if you'll take your seats, we are going to continue on page 140. Mitzmo shir leyom hashabbat, tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, lahagid baboker chasdecha, ve'emunatcha baleilot, alei asor ve'alei navel, alei higion b'chinor, ki simchatani Adonai before lecha, ba'masei yadecha ranein. Ma gadlu ma'asecha Adonai ma'od amku machshevotecha. Ish ba'al lo yeda, uchsil lo yavin et zot. When we go to the gym, before we really start working out, people tend to warm up. And the warm-up for the service is the various sections from the Psalms that we have been reading. So now, after having done the warm-up, we come to the first pause within the service before we get to the section on the Shema. And that pause is the Chatzi Kaddish, page 144. Please rise. And if you'll read together with me. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, bi'olma divrach ruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olomei olmaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithada v'yithaleh v'yithalal shmei dekudsha Berechu, le'ela min ko bechata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, damiran bulma v'imru. Amen.
La
And tonight I'm continuing on page 149. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, hama'arif aravim. Page 150. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, b'shochbenu v'komenu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei toratcha v'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed. Page 151. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Please rise because we've come to the Shema. Page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol mo'odecha. V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shiftecha b'veitecha u'vlechtecha v'aderech u'v'shofbacha u'v'kumecha u'kshatam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein enecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha leman tiskeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim lelehechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem emet. Please be seated.
ותקראו בניך, בוקעם לפני מרים. זילי, אנו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך, לעולם לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, ובלום יד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, קהל ישראל. מי כמוך בעלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש. לא רסילות אוסף אלה, אוסף אלה. אמן, אמן.
Bottom of page 159. Each day I am called to recreate your house with everything at my disposal, a never-ending stairway of righteousness, cupboards full of good deeds, shelf upon shelf of loving kindness.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך.
Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing, for you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. God, our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. Page 162. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days God made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day God ceased from work and was refreshed. And with that we've come to the Tefillah, page 164. Please rise.
Yalalai, lai, 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 Adonai. Yalalai, lai, lai, Sfatai tiftach. Yalalai, lai, lai, Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid tehilatecha. Yalalai, lai, lai, Adonai. Yalalai, lai, lai, Setai tiftach. Yalalai, lai, lai, Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid tehilatecha. Yalalai, lai, 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 Adonai. Yalalai, lai, lai, Sfatai tiftach. Yalalai, lai, lai, Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid tehilatecha. Yalalai, lai, lai, Adonai. Yalalai, Sfatai tiftach. Yalalai, lai, lai, Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid tehilatecha. Yalalai, lai, 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 Adonai. Yalalai, lai, lai, Sfatai tiftach. Yalalai, lai, lai, Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid tehilatecha.
Page 166. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol v'Hagibur v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Himaot, U'mevii Geula livnei bneihem, Laman Shemo ba'ahava, Melech Uzeo Mashiach Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham. Page 168. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Machaye hakol atah Rav lehoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hageshem, Mazriach hashemesh u'morid hatal, Machalkel chayim b'chesed, Machaye hakol barachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofeh cholim u'matir asurim, Umkayem emunato l'shenei afar. Mi chamocha ba'al gevurot u'mi domeh lach, Melech me'mitim chayei u'matzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hakol. Page 170. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festival times. So it is written in your Torah. V'yachulu hashamayim v'ha'aretz v'chol tzava'am, v'yachal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, v'yishbot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa, v'yavarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i v'yakadesh oto, ki vo shavat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot.
Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu, receive himnu chatenu, kachenu b'mitzvotecha, v'ten chelkenu b'toratecha, sabenu mitovecha, v'samchenu mishuatecha, v'tahel libenu קודשך וינוחו בישראל מקדשי שמך ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת Amen.
Page 174. Ratzeh Adonai Eloheinu B'amcha Yisrael Utfilatam ba'ava tekabel Uti l'ratzon ta'amid avodat Yisrael amecha El karov l'chol korav Pnei el avadecha v'chonenu Shvoch ruchacha aleinu V'techazena einenu B'shivcha l'tzion barachamim Baruch ata Adonai Hamachazir shkinato l'tzion. Page 176. I'm going to start on 176 and jump to the English in 177. Modim anachnu lach, she'ata hu Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu le'olam va'ed. Tzur chayenu, magen yeshenu, ata hu lador vador. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulcha na'eh lohodot. And finally we come to the prayer for peace, always a most important prayer, especially in our broken world today. And read with me in the English. Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people, forever. For you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael, b'shalom. Please be seated, take a few moments, and for your own silent meditations. And now I've got the great pleasure of handing you over to Rabbi Ruggiero.
Shabbat Shalom. I want to begin today by sharing a truly special experience that I had this past week. I had the honor of celebrating the wedding of a lovely Brazilian couple in Curaçao, an island in the Caribbean with a unique status. Curaçao is an autonomous country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The joy of the occasion was matched only by the beauty of the setting. But as it is often the case, the journey itself brought its own story. While I was sitting at the airport for my flight to board on my way back to Brazil, I came across an intriguing challenge on Instagram. It invited people to ask an artificial intelligence platform to respond to 3 prompts, each meant to offer insights into my own identity. First prompt: act as a personal insight analyst. Based on my birth date, what major historical events, global shifts, and generational patterns shape the world I was born into? How might this influence my worldview and personality? 2. Use my zodiac sign, numerology, and Chinese animal year to construct an archetypical identity blueprint. What emotional strengths, blind spots, and recurring life challenges might emerge from these patterns. And 3, build a timeline of my life in 7-year cycles. What themes have likely marked my journey so far, and what might lie ahead? The first prompt needed some clarification. The AI assumed I had been born and raised in the US and shaped its answer accordingly, focusing on American events or major global trends. Once I explained that I had lived in Brazil, Israel, and the US, the results became slightly more accurate, but still not particularly insightful. The third prompt was even less impressive. It simply regurgitated generic stages of psychological development without tailoring them to the specific events or environments that shaped my life. The second prompt, however, the one that asked the AI to combine my zodiac sign, which is Cancer, numerology, and Chinese zodiac year, produced a personality profile that felt surprisingly quite accurate. Now, this brings me to a rather ambivalent relationship I have with the zodiac. Intellectually, I find it to be absolutely nonsense. And yet, quite often, when I read the description for my sign, I discover a good fit for who I am. This recent interaction with the AI brought that ambivalence right back to the surface, and it left me with a few questions. Is the AI's description so accurate because these profiles are written in such broad and general terms that almost anyone can find themselves described within them? Or is it because, against my own rational judgment, I really do exhibit a classic Cancer personality? Or is it perhaps because I want to believe that I have the positive attributes that the AI or the zodiac attributed to me, and I'm simply focusing on the parts that align with my desired self-image? This whole exercise, this question of identity and self-perception, feels especially poignant this week. To some extent, even entertaining the zodiac puts me at odds with Parashat Shoftim. In Varim, we read, "When you enter the land that Adonai your God is giving you, you shall not learn to imitate the abhorrent practices of those nations. Let no one be found among you who consigns a son or a daughter to the fire, or who is an augur, a soothsayer, a diviner, a sorcerer, one who casts spells, or one who consults ghosts or familiar spirits, or one who inquires of the dead. For anyone who does such things is abhorrent to Adonai." This is a strong rejection of divination, astrology, and other forms of spiritual fortune-telling. And yet, the truth is that our ancestors were not foreign to the zodiac and did not live in a bubble where other cultures had no impact on their lives. We have found synagogues as old as the 4th century with magnificent floor mosaics depicting the full circle of zodiac signs. Many practices we now consider quintessentially Jewish, like the Passover Seder, the Sevivon, or even dressing in costumes on Purim, were borrowed and adapted from other religious or cultural contexts. And by the way, in the book of Samuel, we read about how King Saul consulted the dead to have a talk with Samuel again. When Judaism is at its best, this creative interplay with the external influences leads not to assimilation, but to revitalization. It renews old traditions and allows us to sanctify the new. As Rav Kook, the first Ashkenazic chief rabbi of the land of Israel, once taught, Hayashan Kadesh v'Chadash Kadesh, the old will be renewed and the new will be made holy. But what happens when our engagement with the dominant culture leads us away from holiness? What happens when we adopt not new rituals, but new values? Values that stand in direct opposition to what our tradition holds sacred. What happens when we abandon the idea of fighting all forms of idolatry and succumb to adherence without questioning? When we pursue and exercise power without limits, when we abandon the moral code our tradition insists we live by simply because we can. In his commentary on Parashat Kedoshim, Rabbi Jeffrey Salkin writes, "The Jews must be different from other people. This is the essential lesson behind many of the Torah's laws, to ensure that the people of Israel will be an Am Kadosh, a holy people. In this context, the Israelites must reject the ritual elements of the Canaanite religion. It is interesting to note that most of those practices are connected to death, the ritual offering of children, and attempting to speak to the dead. By rejecting those practices, Judaism guaranteed that it would become a religion that celebrates life, not one that glorifies death." This is a powerful statement and one we often take for granted. But in a world where even the most insular Jewish communities are deeply shaped by broader cultural values like unchecked individualism, the pursuit of fame and power, or the accumulation of wealth without ethical boundaries, can we still honestly say that Judaism is a religion that celebrates all life? Or is that, like the zodiac profile for Cancer, just a flattering description, more about how we wish to be seen than who we actually are? As we journey through Elul, a time set aside for honest self-examination, we are invited to ask these difficult questions. Who are we really becoming, both as individuals and as a people? What values are shaping us? What narratives are we believing about ourselves? And are they true? Let us resist the temptation to cling to the most comforting descriptions, whether written in the stars or in our sacred books. Instead, may we have the courage to look clearly at our lives, to hold ourselves accountable, and to recommit to the sacred task of becoming holy. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you to Rabbi Rogeria for those wonderful words. Just coincidentally, my master's thesis actually focused on synagogue mosaic floors between the 3rd and 6th century, and I specifically looked at the iconography of the wheel of the zodiac. And Fiona has given a lecture as well on the wheel of the zodiac. And talking about the zodiac, we have birthday blessings. Has anybody here had a birthday during this month? Have we got one? Okay. You'll stand here. In each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world. In each age we are challenged by our ancient teaching. At each moment we stand face to face with truth. In each age we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment the knowing heart is filled with wonder. God of days and years, author of life, our times are in your hand. We thank you for the blessing of life and for all those that have enriched our lives. On this Shabbat we celebrate with those of our community who have had their birthdays in the last month, and we ask you to bless them with health and happiness, friendship and mazal tov, good luck. May you have the joy of coming together, may we have the joy of coming together for many more years, united by your love for us. Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, for giving us life, for sustaining us, for enabling us to reach the season. And everybody, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Happy birthday, and you get the pick. Oh, the chocolates. Take another.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Ad me'av esrim.
And with that, we come to the Amidah on page 587. Please rise. We've got an ark opener, Lynn Raffaeli, in memory of her mother, Stella Abro, and our ark closes, Peter Raffaeli, in memory of his mother, Cecile Raffaeli. Thanks. You can open. Page 587. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, latet gedola liyotzei bereshit, shehu sam chelkenu liached et shemo, v'goralenu lahamlich malchuto. V'anachnu korim ומשתחווים ועומדים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 588. שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד. אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשב אותה אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. Therefore, eternal God, we hope soon to behold the perfection of our world, guided by a sacred covenant drawn from human and divine meeting. Page 591. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lamelech al kol ha'aretz, bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, ushmo echad. Thank you. And the choir will sing Yesh Kochavim on page 595.
יש כוכבים שאורם מגיע ארצה, רק כאשר הם עצמם עבדו בינם. יש אנשים שזיו זכרם מאיר, כאשר הם עצמם אינם עוד בתוכנו. אורות אלה המביקים בחשכת הליל, brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up their darkest night, these are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. We remember as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. We remember. We remember. We remember.
And this week from Bet David, we remember Anne Tellem, grandmother of Brendan Smith, Mary Agnes Katz, mother of Anne Martin, Alison Tellem, uncle of Brendan Smith, Estelle Abro, mother of Lynn Raffaeli, Gary Beder, cousin of Michael Beder, Colin Baruchowitz, friend of Michelle Dagnan, Maida Sakanovsky, sister-in-law of Marianne Hassel, Reuven Milner, grandfather of Eric Milner, Ruth Jolson, mother-in-law of Danny Jolson, Henna Berold, mother of Barry Berold, Percy Tabak, father of Jack Tabak, Bella Kruger, mother-in-law of Lydia Kruger, Cecile Raffaeli, mother of Peter Raffaeli, Leni de Kooning, mother of Jacko Swart, and Hazel Hall, remembered by me. From Bet Menorah and Pretoria, we remember Sally Kelly and Ben Hirschman, and those who passed away recently, Ruth Sweek, Colleen Berkowitz, Isabel Jane van Locherenberg, Gary Budlander, Gillian Fissy, and Bruno Callum. If anybody has a name they'd like to call out, please do so now. We'll start at this side. And we also remember all those who have lost their lives in wars and those who have no one to remember them. And the Mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. Please join with me. Yet gadal v'yet kadash shemei rabbah, be'olma divrach rute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayachon v'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mavorach le'olam olomei umaya. Yet barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'a v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithada v'yithale v'yithalal shmei dekudsha b'richu. Le'ela min ko b'chata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Da'miran bo'ma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabbah min shmaya. V'chayim malenu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav. Hu yaseh shalom. Alenu v'al kol Yisrael v'kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. Please be seated. Thank you to my choir, my musicians, and to my technical desk, and of course a huge thank you to everybody who's attended the service here in person and online. Shabbat morning Cheder classes are happening tomorrow, 8:45. Next Shabbat morning, Rebecca Hennig will be called to the Torah as Bar-Mitzvah. Registration for 2026 Bet David Religion School is now open. In terms of security, we do need volunteers to assist with security services. So if you're able to help, then contact Gerald Sobel, who's standing over there, or email admin2@betdavid.org.za. And please remember to purchase your copies of the Machzorim for the High Holy Days if you haven't done so already. There are only a limited number of copies that we have for loan. So if you buy a set, it only costs 700 Rand, and contact the office for details. For other Bet David news and details, as always, please look in the Adkan, and we will conclude the service with the singing of Adon Olam, page 625. Shabbat Shalom.
Adon Olam Hashem alav b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'ed na'azor b'cheto kol azai melech shemo nikra והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשילו להכבירה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי וחי גואלי, בצור חבלי בעת צרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כעסי ביום אקרא, בידו אפקיד רוחי, ותישן ואירה, ואם רוחי כביאתי, אדוני לי ולא יירא.
Thanks to the choir, and it's nice to have Adam back with us. And please join us at the back. We're going to do Kiddush and Hamotzi. Hamotzi Jack Tabak will be in memory of his father, Percy Tabak. Shabbat Shalom again.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom.